What's up, guys? Aaron here. Today I'm going to show you guys how to trade. I'm getting a lot of questions about how to trade, and I'm going to show you guys a very simple strategy called price action. All price action is finding support and resistance levels to find out what the trade might do next. So what's a resistance level? A resistance level is the price at which a stock stops going up, which gives it the term resistance. It's resisting going past this point. So if you see right here, and how we find a resistance is connecting, as simple as I can put it, connecting two mountains. So you see this peak right here of this mountain. If we draw a line, we run into this right here, okay? And we also run into these right here. So that is a resistance at a price of 138.62. We'll just say 138. Also, this is Apple stock. I like to trade big name stocks like Apple, Boeing, the Spider. These can be a lot more predictable than smaller cap stocks. Big cap stocks that have a market cap of like $1 trillion don't really like to move too much, and they're pretty predictable because there's a lot of interest in these. So yeah, we got a resistance here. Now to find a support, we literally do the exact same thing. A support is the price at which the stock does not want to go past. So right here we see this support line at 126. So you can see the stock's trading in this range. And how we know that Apple is in a bullish territory, meaning it wants to keep going up, meaning there's buyers coming in more than there are sellers coming in. How we know that is because previously we had a resistance at about 127. And you can see right here, it kind of broke out past the 127 for a second. That's called a false breakout. When it goes up past resistance, then comes back down, that's called a false breakout. These usually don't happen for too long in a bullish stock like Apple is right now. You can see it came back down, and then it shot back up. This green spike right here is a big indication of hedge funds coming in and trading after hours. This gray right here means after hours. This big spike means a big position was just bought. So the next day you can see it just kept going, and it tested that resistance right here again. Okay, so let's go forward a little bit. This is a few weeks right here. We can see Apple trading in this zone. And when it comes to price action, you're looking for breakouts. So in this instance, Apple broke out above 138. So plus you have this volume right here, all this green volume that looks really good. Okay, had I saw this then, I definitely would have bought in and bet on the price to go up, which it did, only to a certain point. Now this is the all-time high of Apple right here, and it came back into this zone, and you can see right here it fell past support, and now it's looking rather bearish. Now what we have right here, when you can't find support and resistance levels, the next best thing you can do is go with trend lines. How you find a trend line is you draw from a point like this right here where it starts going down, and you literally just draw the line down through all these points. And right here you also want to draw a support line for the trend. Now we can see this is a downtrend right here. So what we're looking for is a break in price past this point or this point. See these candlesticks right here? I'm not going to get into this too much, but you see this little stick right here? This is not an indication of a breakout. This is testing the resistance level. This is not a breakout of a resistance level. A breakout of a resistance level would look something like this. This block right here, this is an open and close block. This is a high and low stick. So this open and close, the fact that it's closing above this resistance level is great. That is a bullish move. So when I saw that this morning, I bought in Apple first thing this morning, and my options have went up about 30%, probably 40% going into after hours. Even though the stock itself only went up 5% today, my options are compounded, so options are just going to print more. If you're new, I would highly recommend not touching options unless you have a mentor that's walking you through this stuff. Options can break you. It's a lot more, it's very smart to just trade shares your first few years of trading. But yeah, that's basically it. Now, if you want another example, we can go to Boeing. And what I have here is just a Fibonacci retracement. And basically, you just draw, I'll show you what it is real quick. You draw a line from the high point to the low point. And this is kind of going to give you some support levels and resistance levels to go off of. But more importantly, this is just going to show you, okay, the stock went down this much. And now that we're starting to see it go back up and not drop, these lines right here are what the stock could potentially bounce back up to. So you can play inside these ranges. And this is how I trade. And I have decent success doing this. This line right here, I didn't make this line. This is something the app made. But yeah, the support resistance, the price action strategy just works very good for these higher cap stocks. And you can see right here, I'm going to go ahead and draw this right here, this price action. And we're just looking for a break out of this corridor right here. Okay, now you can see the next day we get this big green volume. So that was a clear indication to buy. But sometimes something like this happens. Some bad news comes out. And what this was right here, before this happened, I think this was the day, well, no, actually that day was more back here when Elon Musk posted about his Bitcoin purchase. And the next day, this lady, I forget her name, some speculator for the government said Bitcoin is terrible. It's mostly used for illegal purchases. And so what? Does cash not get used for illegal purchases? So we just see a correction right here. News can mess up your plays. So it's good to watch the news and see what's going on in the world. But nonetheless, there's still a breakout right here. And the fact that we have a higher low and higher highs means we're still in bullish territory. There was a squeeze here, but you can see it didn't go past this point anymore. It didn't continue on this lower low trend. Now we have higher lows, which means it's bullish, and we have higher highs, which means it's bullish. So the SPY is looking good right now, and oh fuck, this is Boeing. Let's look at the SPY. Ignore that stuff I said about the SPY, but you can still see right here, the SPY is going to affect all stocks. Like Boeing, if the SPY is getting hurt, you can see that Boeing's going to get hurt. So it's not too irrelevant what I just said, even though I was talking about the wrong stock. They're pretty much doing the same thing, unless it's just trading horizontal. You're going to see different price fluctuations with stocks that are in the S&P 500. It's not going to be directly correlated, but You can always look at the SPY, the S&P 500, for a bigger picture of what's going on in the market. So that's price action. If you want to know anything else, just ask. I'll make another video. I like making these videos for you guys. So yeah, thanks.